So this is the new video. The other video was supposed to be about Binance, but in the end, I have been just talking about my life for 20 minutes because I am lonely. S- Perhaps I am lonely, perhaps I'm not, but I definitely need to talk to my boyfriend. I need them, right? Is my face morphing a bit right now with the camera? My face is morphing. I was not like this. There are some filters all the time changing my face. This is annoying. Now it's my eyes. Yeah, they're changing my eyes. They're changing the proportion of my face. Anyway, I'm changing proportion of face. All right. Nothing new. Nothing new. So I'm moving away from looking at me and I need to talk to people. This is a certainty. It's like I will need to go through therapy. This has been like millions of people knowing absolutely everything of what I do all the fucking time. I recorded myself in the toilet. It's like it's gone that far. And that was the plan as well. It's 9:30. There is movement, as you can hear, on the other part. So in 47 minutes, we are moving. I am moving to the library. It's open 7 hours. It's opened 7 hours. We are the 29th. I haven't been reporting for 3 days. And it hasn't gone better for any of them. Huh? It's like me or not me, it's pretty much the same, if not worse. So now they can see that it's not all about me, right? It's us versus them. So I'm gonna talk about Binance, the worst investment that you could make right now. As, as, can I talk? They seem to want to say that there is death around there. Lots of death. And it's not surprising. It's not surprising because of what I have read. You will see will elude this in a short moment. So yeah, I need to have friends. need to have friends. I need my boyfriend. This is the bottom line. I need my boyfriend. I need someone to talk to because I don't really have anyone to talk to right now. I only have what I say, and then the rest is just all there is all a filter on top of it. While if I am with my boyfriend, with my husband, I know that there are going to be absolutely no filter. So I know that I'm going to be able to talk things out with them, like just transparently. It's like, yeah, we're targeted by Trump, or we were targeted by Trump, because it might be that once Trump is dead, then it will be finally when I will be able to join Justin. Then they're going to be able to tell me everything that was going on. Meanwhile, how many death threats from the shitheads they received, what they've been threatened with, and you can expect that at this moment I'm gonna go and jump on my keyboard and say that those people are fucking dead, and that I will unleash 1,000 centillion of centillion death on them, and that they will have to eat pieces by pieces their eyes cut alive, cut from their alive body, pieces by pieces, like they are alive and you cut a little and you give it the the guy from We Are Dreamers, if he survives the week, I'd be like, well done. Because the way it's been, the way it turned out to be right now, it's not good. So let's go about Binance. There are 2 billions of the cryptocurrency of the Trump families that is invested, that is invested. I need to go back to my English grammar as well. I need to brush this up. So there are 2 billions of the cryptocurrency of DDQ Trump and his family that has been invested in Binance. And he did that because I was embarked in a journey to create a cryptocurrency and a fintech startup. The thing is that it was not my idea to create the cryptocurrency, but he still took it to create a cryptocurrency for him and his family. And so the guy has gone into a cryptocurrency because with the traditional financial system, he was insolvent so many times. He was labeled as scammer, fraudster so many times that the regular system is not trusting him anymore. And indeed, he's not to be trusted because the United Arab Emirates have been investing 2 billions of his cryptocurrency in Binance. He got a couple million back thanks to this investment. And then, because of a couple million, he just gave away some multi-billion research and development chip amongst the best or the best with alien based on alien tech to the United Arabic Emirate. Like just like that. Something that can open a market of multi-trillion. He just gave it away just like that. We need more microprocessor, like more performance processing power right now. This is as well a race of how much information you can process and how quickly you can process it. The dude has understood absolutely nothing. He gave this for 2 billion. 2 billion investment in his cryptocurrency, so flattered the ego. And then like just yeah, you can get it. You can get the microchip. It's normal that this type of dude is absolutely losing everything in term like business wise. When you see this type of mistake done, you cannot do worse than this right now. It's you can't do worse than this. It's everything. Nvidia has become a leader because of the fact that the microprocessing, the visual cards, audio card, visual card, is that it? Audio processing, video processing, audio card, RAM. Wait a minute. RAM, parallel processing. My computer science lingo is average all of a sudden. Storage, memory card, video processing, ta carte audio, ta carte visuelle, ta carte network card. I know the different elements right now, but the lingo is with the lingo. I'm like, how is it called again exactly? The video processing card, visual data processing card. This one is the one that is processing much more data. It's more than the processor of the computer, if I'm not wrong. And so, yes, this is why for cryptocurrency you have what is called some people mining data. And so they treat the data and they get a percentage on the data they've been processing for the rest of the network. This is why we say that it's a decentralized finance system, financial system. It's because it's not, the information is not dealt with in only one central part, which are the bank centrals, the central banks, and this type of institutions. With the blockchain, you have several points. Like you can be someone who would all of a sudden start to mine the data, to mint it. I think this is it. To mint the data. I've done a bit of research. I was getting up to speed while doing all my work in UI design, in graphic design, in branding, in targeting the right type of audience, in developing the website, in I was doing way too much while they were chasing for clients, always having issues with the clients, not getting like they thought it would work, but it didn't work because this wasn't right or this wasn't right. They were absent all the fucking time, and I was doing all the fucking job in the back, and they were pressuring me so that I would deliver faster on my output, while I told them that we need to go through a process and so on, blah blah blah, to make sure that everything would be all right, that everything would run all right on the long term, the long run, because the foundation needs to be right, needs to be researched enough, so that we would be able to maintain the the company on good fit, like on a good footing. If you skip some steps with founding something new, then you can be quite sure that the thing is gonna just fall apart. And so I was doing an insane amount of work, like of course, working all the time and being harassed all the fucking time as well. And I told them as well that I was harassed electromagnetically on the body and on my IT. And this is why I told them that sometimes my IT was buggy and that I couldn't deliver the the work as fast as I could because my IT was blocked, and because the hacks would was slowing me down. And I was telling them as well that the CIA was on the case, that I saw signs that the CIA was on the case, and that I had leverage no matter what because some important figures were looking at my profile. So was all that. I was already aware that some people, like from the Fed, the Federal Reserve Bank, so it's not the Fed, Federal Bank Reserve. Yeah, I told them that the United States, the big boss of the financial system, they were looking at my profile. I have a screenshot of this, that they were looking at my profile. I have looked up their profile as well back then to tell them, hey, I saw you. I saw that you saw me, and I didn't know that they were actually seeing through my eyes. So I get that it's just someone who blew the whistle and telling me, hey, you have important players looking at you right now. And so this is how at some point, like more and more, I started to understand that I was not a minor player in the game, and that it was normal that so many people were actually taking back my insight for themselves. And then I was kind of not really still understanding what was going on. And then progressively it all made sense. With Putin doing things, doing a movement like with his head, his body suggesting that he had access to one of my emotional support video, which was not online yet. One video where I do something from the hand, and he was telling me basically do your research. And I was like, do your research, do your research. So like the guy nagging me, like you're someone haven't like who was about to found a company in fintech. It didn't work. You struggled with opening another company, to found another company, and then you have like Putin all of a sudden being aware of some content that you created that is still on your computer or on your phone that nobody's seen, but like the dude is already on top of it and publicly showcases that he's just like doing like me, like I was I was surprised. I was like, what? It freaked me out a little, I must admit. Anyway, all that to say that creating a cryptocurrency was not my idea. I was a bit like, oof, we are creating a cryptocurrency now. I was like, oh, okay. You know what you're doing, you have experience. Mm. I'm catching up with how it works. So yes, visual cards, processing cards, the people processing the data from the blockchain, they process it in several different spots. Like there is the network, and I think that there is a backlog, and that you can take from the backlog and process it in different parts, right? This is how I imagine the thing right now. And I know that some people, they have their garage full of visual cards, processing cards, just to treat the data and take a percentage from the transactions, from the volume that they treat, that they process. So basically, just processing data, give them money. So then the data centers. This is how you can make money as well with the data centers. You can open data centers with, let's say, 95% of your processing power that is labeled, that is from processing chips and processing cards that are from one brand, let's say NVIDIA, because they are supposedly the best on the market because it's visual cards. They've been invested 10 years ago in the visual cards. It was not working so much, but now with AI, now that we need much more processing power, and because the visual cards are the best for this, then oh wow, NVIDIA is on top of it. Woo! So now NVIDIA is the best thing company ever. For all we know, they just could have been like giving some stuff, like some processing thing, like I don't know, like a schematic from some visual cards, been giving it away like 2 years ago, and then they started doing this, and then they lie about since how long they are doing this, and then they're like, oh look, we have done everything better than everyone else before. Ooh, something like this. And so now that there is the AI, ooh, oh my God, we are the best. We are so worthy and in value in finances. Our stocks are going to the roof. Ooh. And so yeah, visual cards, processing chips. It's at the center of the data processing war right now. We don't have enough energy. We don't have enough processing power right now. Those are two of the limits that we are apparently facing to be able to step forward. Because the data is here, the collection of the data is here, but the more data you can collect and process and rearrange and so on, the more you can reorganize all this and learn from all this, the faster you can do this, the faster you can process all this, the more ahead you are potentially, the more ahead you potentially are. And so Trump, who has talked about opening data centers for the processing thing, data centers which are polluting the air, by the way, while we have solution in terms of energy to clean up the air and create power. So that could be something to counterbalance, for instance. And those data centers, he said that they are going to be opened. All right. Who's managing the data centers? Who does it benefit? Which are the companies in charge of them? How much data is going to be processed? What are you going to do with the data? Where does it comes from the data? How much does it pollute? Where is it going to be geolocated? How the American can benefit from it? How many jobs are going to be created out of it? Which type of jobs are created out of it? What are the salaries? Which states? Like on whited states. Um, what are you gonna do if it's damaged the business ecosystem around the area? What are the measure, the countermeasure in place? How long is it gonna take to be constructed? From when can we expect to have the first benefits on? What does it mean for the American economy? What does it mean for the American? What does it mean for the government? What does it mean for the global industry? Like there are lots of questions, there are lots of aspects that aren't approached at all. And he has talked like so many times about opening AI data centers. Like he didn't even say data, I think. He was saying like AI plants at some point. Like AI plants. AI plants. What does that mean? But the data centers, then now it makes sense. Opening data centers. It's like, yes, okay, you open data centers. And what do you need in those data centers? Microchips, supercomputers, visual cards, for instance, stuff like this. And the dude is supposed to know about this. He's supposed to be briefed about the main industry where the government, the domestic industry should go, where the USA should go. Like AI, he should know the basis of it and what it means in terms of infrastructures, in terms of employment, in terms of economics, in terms of employment, in terms of energy consumption, in terms of he should understand as well all the different actors and companies, big tech companies, and microchip and I don't know, like who builds the buildings, which companies build the building, which are from the USA, which are not from the USA, where do we take each part of the data centers and so on, which company is interested, how much they want to invest in it, why do they want to invest in it, what is their game plan, what do they want for the USA, how much people do they want to employ, how much do they want to employ abroad, what are the strategy on a global as well of on a domestic level, how it can benefit the USA on a midterm and long-term plan. What do they want to do with it exactly? I don't know, like, do they have any contingency plan if it doesn't go well? What are the idea of recovery plans? Um, there are so many things that the dudes needs to be aware of, like the ecosystem around it. Like, this is a new ecosystem, this is something that is supposed to be leading every single industries from here on. Like, every single industries right now, everyone is wondering about how to exploit, how to use this new technology to the best of their ability, as well as the blockchain technology. Everyone is wondering about AI. What impact is it going to have on my industry, and how can I make the best out of it? And so it means that it's going to be like macro processing. It's going to be like macro processing. You're going to have AI macro processing. Like in computer, you're going to have the AI part, and you're going to have the macro processing part, like the both thing, like, and the software, like the back end, the operating system. Perhaps the AI is going to become the operating system, and morphing all the operation according to your needs. And then it's like, which brand is gonna do this, right? Okay, I'm moving the conversation forward right now, I guess. I didn't expect that. I'm not the fucking president, and I am thinking in the way that this fucking dude is supposed to think about the thing. And so, if someone invests in my cryptocurrency, place 2 billions in it, and then they're like, oh, I am interested in this microchip. I check a bit twice about the microchip, because microchip is super important for data processing, for AI, for the future of what is going to be the thing. I don't know, like the next best thing of every industry and economy on the macro level and the micro level. So I'm wondering, I'm like, this, okay. They've been invested in my cryptocurrency. This is one thing, right? I made millions. This is a second thing. A second thing. But they made as well money out of it, right? I don't owe them anything. It's not because they invested my cryptocurrency into something that is of value and that has a return on investment that I need to give them anything more. They already got something out of it. I don't need to give them more, right? It benefits me. Good. This is the good point. Then, in terms of investment, perhaps a bit later on, I can help them out to finance something else, that is that will have a good return on investment, but because I can trust them with their investment plans. Because I already made money thanks to them. So then, when they are short of money for some other investment, I can be like, yeah, okay, I trust you on that. I can provide you the liquidity for it. It's one field. But then just giving out some next generation microchip just because they invested in my cryptocurrency. I'm like, wait a minute, this is different. This is two different things. I need to check it out. I need to think about it. I need to check it out. I come back to you because this is important thing. I can't give it out to you just like that. Because the thing is that what he's done is that he gave that away. So it means that the USA right now has been giving out away several years, if not decades, of research and development just like that to the UAE, just like that. And now they just advanced of several decades just because he was fucking narrow-minded and unsettled in his freaking narcissistic personality disorder. He's been flattered a little, and then he made a fucking mistake in terms of business thinking, business intelligence. This is the opposite of smart, what he's done. And so all of this right now, because he invested, it's been invested in Binance, and Binance has been paying then Trump, Diddy Current Trump, the founder has been paying Diddy Curry Trump, and in a return, as a return, in exchange, Trump pardoned the founder and CEO. So the company is crooked. So you see that the dude is a president. The dude is a fucking president. He has no clue how to do the job. And on top of that, you can understand why he lost absolutely everything once. It's because his business thinking is not business based. It is impulsive, it is emotionally impulsive based. You don't gamble your business. Business is not about gambling and flattery. Business is about knowledge, information, and how to make the best out of this knowledge and information. This has nothing to see with are you the prettiest or not. This has everything to see with how much can you make out of this piece of information. How can you exploit it so that it gives you as much as possible in terms of how you can maximize the return on investment that you can have from this little piece of asset of information of production unit. I don't know, it's a bit lousy the way I'm talking about it, but it's all about this. It's not about, oh, last time you were nice with me and now I'm nice with you. Like there is this a bit, but it's part of business. It's like it's more politics, but whatever. Even at politics, the guy is just gone, 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 gone. He doesn't know how to do the thing. Okay, so Binance. I'm supposed to have 11 minutes to talk about it. So I'm not going to go through the 33 executive kata right now. I'm just going to skim through it and tell you what I think about it. I'm just going to take the table. So the founder. So let me check. What I saw last time is that not so many of them had an academic background. The co CEO is a scammer, doesn't have any diploma. And they are saying that they have a diploma from the Chinese Academy of Science. This is not true. So the founder, Changpeng Zhao, McGill University, 64 billion. I'd say that he's a scammer too. He's supposed to have studied computer science. He's the figurehead. His pardon following a guilty plea for money laundering violation suggests deep political entanglement. His background at Bloomberg Tradebook places him early in the high frequency trading systems favored by the financial elite. He retains 90% ownership, ensuring he remains the de facto emperor of the ecosystem. Yeah, okay, so Binance is just like completely manufactured things so that he would be rich. Basically, this is it. Like the emperor of the ecosystem. Yeah, it's like all about kingship. It's said there that it's not it's just something manufactured to give him money. This is all it is. Yeah, he has a 911 as well in his numbers, a 14, 5, 14, so a 411. He's a 7. So he was working at Bloomberg Tradebook. So it means that the dude was already scamming at Bloomberg Tradebook. So Bloomberg Tradebook is a place where there is lots of money laundering because he has not learned about money laundering on his own. He knows it from somewhere. So he learned it at Bloomberg Tradebook. So I'm going to make a research on Bloomberg Tradebook. And I am pretty sure that they employed him not because of his talent in anything, but because he killed enough. You know, you're approached. I have been approached. Like connections. Yeah, your family, na na na. We recruited like this. I have been approached. It's like this is the type of profile that we research. This type of hints. Like once in a while you get someone like, yeah, I know, no, top, papa, you do this. He retains 90% of ownership, emperor de facto. Binance is manufactured to give him king prince. Oh, money. So Zhao, he's Chinese. So this dude is the fake Prince of China. All right. There we go. Fake Prince of China. So then the Queen, Yihi. Okay, Richard Tank, Varton, Singapore. The regulatory shield. Wait a minute. Nanyang Tech University, University of Western Australia, Varton, Executive Leadership. So the Varton thing, it's a certification. It's not. He's not Bill Varton certification. Certification, not a diploma. Then University of Western Australia. They don't say if they what they did is like for which, for what. What did they study? It's like you can see in my on my profile, you know what I studied exactly. You know all the fucking subjects. I detail everything. So the co-CEO basically has no knowledge, is also a scammer. The regulatory shield. So they label themselves with trendy names to be gamer, to be on the gamer vibe, like we plan to do with capitalists, because the gaming industry is an industry that is actually one industry that is working well, and this is how then Netflix started to go around gaming. This is why they started to develop games. Is because I was picking up on the gaming industry being one industry that is profitable. This is why Netflix started this. And so then they are doing the same thing. And I was going about it because it was in the DNA of our company. Not it was not on top of my head. The CEO was in the gaming industry before. At least he told me that he was in the gaming industry before. He had a background in math and physics. So then with the number and finance, it matches, you know. And he had a successful company in the gaming industry that has been complicated at some point, and he dropped everything, or I don't know. And he was on the way to rebuild absolutely everything. And so that was the story. And so because he was in the gaming industry, I was like, oh, perfect, this matches. So we take a bit of your background in the gaming industry, you know, and we we plug it into the blockchain. It's perfect. It's just matching. Like the blockchain people, they are as well gamers. They are computer scientists, and computer scientists, they are nerds, and they are as well geeking around, and they are into gaming. So it's perfect. It's the right target, you know. So we add a bit of this. And like it's reasoned. It's not because someone thought of that we are doing the same. It's like no, the people that are around this, na 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 na, and you are about that, so it matches. So that we can lock in. So to take advantage of it. It's not just like God-given thing. It's reason. It's pragmatic. It's grounded. And so then they are just like, oh, they did a bit of this, and so we do a bit of that. It just so the regulatory shield, sorry, a carrier regulator, MAS, SGX, ADGM. Tank's role is to legitimize the entity to the global banking establishment. His hiring presents the classic revolving door between regulators and the regulated. Mambo jumbo, revolving door, Ravel. Wanna be Ravel. Please give me money. Please give me money for the siphoning. I am satanic. You see. Global banking. Global, like global peace and global intelligence agency. Please give me money. Okay, this is only the top three. Haina Ganing Chen. Guaning Cheng. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Guaning, forget I tried anything. Senior executive board member, co-founder. The purse holder controls the bank accounts and corporate finances. Intelligence indicates she acts as the financial firewall, moving capital through the labyrinth of subsidiaries to obscure trails from auditors. Moving capital through the labyrinth of subsidiaries to obscure trails from auditors. I just told you here that I operate financial montage schemes so that the regulatory institutions would not be able, auditors, to track down our shit. That's how I scam my firewall life. But actually, I don't do it myself, and I just kill who I need to kill to negotiate. That would be off the hook. That's what I do. Founding member, board member, Lilai Roger Wang. Vera Wang. Lots of Wangs in here. Lee Wang, Wad, Lean. Lee. All right. So then the architect, Wall Street. Okay, so I stop here for now. This is enough information right now to tell you that this is a bad investment. Already you can see the red flags that are spread apart everywhere, telling you, no, do not do that. Do not do that. Do not invest there. And I'm going to go to the library to see what's up. And I will continue to talk about Binance a bit later on. But for now, this is it. You have an introduction on DDQ Trump is the worst business person ever that you can entrust your money with, and a bit of a recap on the blockchain, on the data processing part, a bit of, and I need to follow some courses to have a much more accurate view on what it is. Like I know a bit of what it is, but and I have been going about like understanding what is NFT, smart contract. I'm about to understand as well at some point how to create smart contracts myself. I have seen as well how the blockchain can be used in marketing. I'm not ignorant. I'm not totally ignorant. I just want to have everything 100% settled in my mind to know exactly what I am talking about and how to handle the subject. This is all. It's how I function. I need to understand perfectly the subject to be able to navigate it in the bigger aspect as well. I don't need to understand all the details, narrow and deadlocks of the smart contracts and so on. I just need to understand how it works, why it works like this, and so on, how it can be used, in which, like the main case studies. And then with the blockchain as well, I need to understand how it works. Like I know what is a token, and I know like. But the thing is that there has been with Ethereum a scandal on the dude. he covered up a part of the initial funds, like it was failing, and then he covered it up and started it over, something like this from scratch, or covered up some type of the money or of the trade, and then the Ethereum were just popping up, because it was a scene there, and so up they made it pop up, something like this. Ethereum is not 100% clean, and it's one of the most popular one. While the blockchain is supposed to be all about transparency, 100% reliability, because you know absolutely everything that's going on the blockchain, then you see that it's a bit of a scam there. And in the company where I was supposed to be involved, was a bit scammy as well. And at some point, I was like, this is too much for me. I am hyper structured. You aren't structured at all. I need more than this. So I am giving it all, but you aren't following up on quite half of what I'm doing. So, and you're always fucking everything up. I'm like, you're not delivering at the level of output that I am delivering. On top of that, you are just criticizing on top of under delivering. You're criticizing my work and asking me to deliver more, faster, with better quality. And I was like, no, it's not working. It's not working. So I just dropped it all, and I left for, I think at this time I was in Alicante, and I left for Barcelona. I left for Barcelona. So I'm not even sure that the DD understand anything about cryptocurrency. Right. So apparently they were sacrificing a baby, all those people. And they showed me coffee. They showed me their face. All right, so I'm moving forward.